Hey guys, how are you all? Alright, so if you don't know me by now, my name is Brody. I am the owner and trainer over at Outperform Fitness. Alright, so what I wanted to do today is get on here and talk about training too much for something. Okay, so what happens, we're just going to be talking about running today, but it happens with push-ups and everything. I see it all the time. Alright, someone is trying to maybe better their beep test, better their 2.4 or any sort of run in general. And the first thing they do, right, which you should do, is go out and test yourself and see how you are. See where you're sitting at, okay? All right, they see that they need to improve in that. So not only do they retest themselves all the time, which is something, again, you shouldn't do, but they start chucking in way too much. Like, we're going to talk running for this one. They start chucking in way too much running. So for starters, if it's someone that's only just started running, throwing it in 2-3 times a week is probably too much to start with. You want to start with just really small amounts and expose yourself to it so you don't get those dreaded shin splints or any other overuse injuries just from incorrect overload, okay? But you know, the people that are actually a little bit conditioned and they see that their beep test or the 2.4 is a little bit down, they just seem to just think doing more running is going to improve your result. But chances are it's probably not going to. If it's not structured properly, if it's not done the right way, you can run as much as you want, but you're not going to get any better at that test, okay? You need to structure your programming to be hitting certain points, like certain aspects of that fitness ability, and then you retest later down the track. So there's no point, just like if you're training for a 2.4 kilometer run, there's no point going out and doing a slow 5 kilometer run every day thinking you're going to improve. I've seen it so many times where people are like, oh, you know, I've been running 5 days a week, I've been doing this much running, but after 8 weeks worth of training, I've only gone up half a level on my beep test. That is because your program is shit. Like, there's no other way to say it, but it is, your program's crap, okay? I've got people within 12 weeks from like running, and they've done barely any running to start with, to running 2 times a week, maybe 3 times a week, and they go up 3 levels in the beep test, all right, and improve in minutes in the 2.4, okay? It's because you haven't structured your program properly, because you haven't got the knowledge to do it. Like, there's a lot behind it. It's not just a matter of going out and doing as much running as you can, or, you know, hitting certain things to like as many times as you can, okay? Or retesting yourself as many times as you can. I've spoken about this with the beep test. You end up getting stuck at a certain point. You might get some sort of improvement to start with because your aerobic system gets a little bit better. But, you know, with the 2.4, you might have a really good aerobic system, but you got a shit threshold. So you're not going to be able to run fast. Like, someone that can run an ultra marathon may not be that good at a 2.4 because they're used to running at a really slow pace and their threshold is really low, but they can run for days, okay? It's just structuring the program properly, right? So what I'm going to do in this post, I'm just going to put up a little split for the day, for the week that you can follow, and it'll at least hit a few different aspects through there. I'm not going to go through like full workouts or anything, but just an idea of, you know, what you should be hitting and a way you can structure the week. So on Mondays, all right, a good thing to do on Mondays, just do a moderate activity, a moderate run, okay? I'm going to be talking about running for this. So we're going to do a moderate run, you know, 20, 30, 40 minutes worth of running, but not going out and just blitzing it, okay? You're going out, it's harder than an easy run. So, but the effort, if you're using a Garmin watch, it's usually around about a zone 3, which is, I think it's 70 to 80% max heart rate. But during that session, if you're just going off feel, you should be able to still hold a conversation with someone. Not in long sentences. The long sentence and nearly being able to sing it is sort of like the easier version. But, you know, you still can hold a conversation with someone, but you're sort of starting to lose your breath a little bit. Okay, so that's the effort. You need to stimulate yourself on that first day. That's what it's about. It's about stimulation. Okay, moderate effort for like 30 to 40 minutes. It all depends on your fitness ability though for the actual length. Okay, on Tuesdays, make it your hard sessions. Okay, that's when you're going to go out and do some intervals, do some threshold training, do anything that's really going to spike up your heart rate and really develop either the threshold or develop your aerobic system, VO2 max, all that type of stuff. So that is your hard day on the Tuesday. Now on the Wednesday, what I want you doing on the Wednesday is just a nice recovery day, but it's not just a rest day, it's a recovery day to help you recover, okay? It's active recovery or rebound. There's lots of different names for it, but what you're doing is you're going out and doing something really easy and a good thing, especially if you don't run. Don't go out and, if you don't run that much, don't go out and do more running for this one. A good thing to do is just do a little bit of cross training. So not CrossFit, cross training. There's two different things. Okay, go and jump on a rower. If you've got one available. Another thing that's a little bit less impact than running, because you can sort of lower the impact by doing 2 feet, is skipping. Skipping with 2 feet. Just stay off the single leg stuff. Just 2 feet, so it's nice and low impact, but good aerobic work. With this work, you want to be going for a decent amount of time, like over 30 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. But you want to be hitting an intensity that what I was talking about before, that lower intensity than the moderate one. So the real easy one, it's a zone 2. So it's around about, I think, 60 to 70% of your max heart rate. And the effort should feel like you should finish the session feeling better than you walked in, okay? That is the whole purpose of it. It's to help you recover. You shouldn't be walking out of that session feeling worse and feeling battered up, okay? Throughout the whole session, you should be able to really hold long conversations, nearly be able to sing to people, okay? Really light, easy type effort, but a decent amount of time, okay? And a good time to work on your mobility and all types of stuff. All right, I'm running out of memory here, so I'm gonna have to hurry up. All right, I'm back. I ran out of memory. Okay, so we're up to Thursday. So Thursday, again, is a nice moderate run. So it's above that easy effort, but you're still not going hard or anything. And again, hitting that, 20, 30, 40 minutes, depending on your fitness ability, but at the moderate effort, okay? Same sort of thing as on Monday. So it's so you've recovered. Now you're re-stimulating your body, ready for a harder effort, which is going to be on the Friday when you're going to hit those hard efforts again. And like with that, so it's back into your intervals, into any sort of threshold, tempo stuff, a lot of different stuff, the higher end efforts. And with those harder efforts, you should be gassing out. You should be feeling hard, like you can't talk, like you're really short, maybe short sentences, but yeah, really struggling to keep your breath, okay? So Saturday, we're back to a recovery day, okay? Again, it's not a complete rest day, it's a recovery day. So a good thing to do for this one, it's the end of the working week, so you just go out and go for a swim. Swimming is awesome, especially in the winter. Go jump in, do a bit of active recovery in some freezing cold ocean pool or something like that. But again, nice light work, going for, a decent amount of time to help your body actively recover, and you should be walking out of that session better than you walked in. All right, so no high effort or even moderate effort stuff there. It's really easy stuff to help you recover. Sunday, complete rest. All right, so Sunday is when you just have a day to yourself, refuel all everything that you need to do to be ready for the week to go again on Monday. All right, so that's just a quick run through of an idea of a structured week, okay? So that way you're going to be hitting different elements rather than just going out and just trying to do as much running as you can, where you're probably going to get injured and you're not going to get any results. All right, guys, if you've got any questions, put them down in the comments and I'll try to get back and answer them for you. Catch you later.